all to safeguard the continued independence of Edgenut City. They want the UCA to leave him be.
Who are these assholes again?
Homo Demons. Militant separatist group.
I've heard of them. Bunch of terrorists who go around towns killing people and leaving craters.
Right. Nothing's off limits for them. Not even engineering void outs. There are extremists like the demons everywhere. Plotting in the shadows.
Jax, il est énorme. Il est trop con.
Pourquoi?
Il m'a envoyé un Discord, genre de tous ceux qui parlent. Genre c'est écrit, ce Discord a été créé afin de ne pas perdre contact avec les bonnes connaissances qu'on a pu faire sur Flashland. Il est trop mignon. Attends, je l'ai pas invité. Et il m'a mis l'image du serveur, c'est Ban. Il est trop con. Ouais, il me tue.
Le Discord est banni.
Adottato.
Did what you had to do, Jackie.
No. Things are gonna get bloody, brother. I'm not sure if Bobby's gonna be able to roll with it. I need to know that I have you in my corner.
I've always been there, and I always will. Come here. You understand? I'm gonna get cleaned up.
What exactly are you doing?
I'm hacking the FBI.
Step 1. Identify the target and its flaws. There are always flaws. I learned that early in life. My first hack, the local library, a vulnerable FTP server and its AS400, a far cry from the Android 0 days I'm using to own the FBI standard issue smartphone. The library was a test to see if I could even get into the system. I've since set greater goals. For instance, step 2, build malware and prepare an attack. At my fingertips, the 0 days wrapped in code like a Christmas present then becomes an exploit. The programmatic expression of my will. I live for this shit. Step 3, a reverse shell 2-stage exploit. The ideal package. Load the malware into a femtocell delivery system. My personal cell tower that'll intercept all mobile data. Similar to my first time when I found myself staring at late book fees, employee names, member addresses. Everything was revealed. The secret of the perfect hack, make it infallible. Hidden within the kernel is a logic bomb, malicious code designed to execute under circumstances I've programmed. Should the FBI take an image of the femtocell, all memory will self-corrupt or explode. Step 4, write the script. Why do it myself? Because that's how I learned and I know exactly what, when, and how it's going to run. I didn't do anything harmful my first time, just looked around, but I felt so powerful. 11 years old and in complete control of the Washington Township Public Library. Today is different. I hacked the world. Final step. Launch the attack. Once I do, I'll own the Android phone of every FBI agent in that building. I'll own Evil Corp's network, applications, everything. Domain admin. This, the thrill of pwning a system. This is the greatest rush. God access. The feeling never gets old.
Good evening, London. Allow me first to apologize for this emergency channel. I do, like many of you, appreciate the comforts of the everyday routine, the security of the familiar, the tranquility, repetition. Bloody hell. I enjoy them as much as any bloke. But in the spirit of commemoration, whereby those important events of the past, usually associated with someone's death or the end of some awful bloody struggle, are celebrated with a nice holiday, I thought we could mark this November the 5th, a day that is sadly no longer remembered, by taking some time out of our daily lives to sit down and have a little chat. There are, of course, those who do not want us to speak.
Just let me think.
I suspect even now, orders are being shouted into telephones, and men with guns will soon be on their way.
It's Chancellor Sutler.
Damn it!
Why? Because while the truncheon may be used in lieu of conversation, words will always retain their power. Words offer the means to meaning, and for those who will listen, the enunciation of truth. And the truth is, there is something terribly wrong with this country, isn't there?
You designed it, sir. You wanted it foolproof. You told me every television in London.
Cruelty and injustice, intolerance and oppression. And where once you had the freedom to object, to think and speak as you saw fit, you now have censors and systems of surveillance coercing your conformity and soliciting your submission.
We need cameras.
How did this happen? Who's to blame? Well, certainly there are those who are more responsible than others, and they will be held accountable. But again, truth be told, if you're looking for the guilty, you need only look into a mirror. I know why you did it. I know you were afraid. Who wouldn't be? War, terror, disease. There were a myriad of problems which conspired to corrupt your reason and rob you of your common sense. Fear got the best of you, and in your panic you turned to the now High Chancellor Adam Sutler. He promised you order, he promised you peace, and all he demanded in return was your silent, obedient consent.
Inspector, you're almost through.
Last night I sought to end that silence. Last night I destroyed the Old Bailey to remind this country of what it has forgotten. More than 400 years ago, a great citizen wished to embed the 5th of November forever in our memory. His hope was to remind the world that fairness, justice, and freedom are more than words. They are perspectives. So if you've seen nothing, if the crimes of this government remain unknown to you, then I would suggest that you allow the 5th of November to pass unmarked. But if you see what I see, if you feel as I feel, and if you would seek as I seek, then I ask you to stand beside me 1 year from tonight, outside the gates of Parliament, and together we shall give them a 5th of November that shall never, ever be forgotten.